Hi, I'm JJ, and you're listening to Microphone Munchies. Food for thought, they'll get you hungry for more. So, first things first, I hope that all of you, if you're in Canada or anywhere cold, I hope you're staying warm. That's the first thing. And hopefully, you're enjoying some of this beautiful sunshine or you'll get a chance to go outside. So, today, I'm going to keep it real quick, real sweet. You know that feeling you get when you're like, I don't know why, but suddenly I don't have any energy. Or, things in my life are going pretty well, but for whatever reason, I'm not motivated to do anything. I've been feeling like this. When I look back at all these videos that I made, I just feel like something just goes up and down in cycles. And maybe that happens to you as well. So if you ever feel like this video or this podcast, I just want to tell you a few quick things that I'm doing, that I want to do, and that have worked, are working, and hopefully will work in the future about getting your energy back or about feeling better when, some days, some weeks, some months, you're just feeling like that. So hopefully we can get something out of this and get back to our best. To be honest, full disclosure, this video is really for me so that I can come back to the best, but the best thing is hopefully some of you can get something out of it as well. So let's start with the basics. Right now, there's less light. The clocks have shifted. The sun comes up later. It goes down earlier. And there's a lot more darkness around. So it's very easy to just feel very demotivated. It's colder. Maybe we don't go out as much. We don't see as many people. And so, I don't know. It's just very easy. I always feel around this time, before Christmas, you just kind of feel like you're in a rut maybe, or you're just kind of going through the motions. And one of the best things to do is just get back to the basics, get back to the easy stuff. I know there's that military guy in the US who says it. I forgot who it was, sorry. But really, make your bed. I know your mom says this as well, but making your bed the first thing in the morning, it really does make you feel a little bit better, just because at the end of it, you feel like you did something. There are many days, at least for me, many days where I feel like I did nothing. I just kind of existed. I'm like a blob. But if I make my bed, at least you have a small win every single day. Other thing that's really, I don't really like to do this, but it's really important. Just if you live alone like I do, wash your dishes. Come on. I mean, it feels bad. When you have all those dishes, when you're so lazy that you don't even use spoons anymore, you use the measuring spoons as spoons, because that's what I do. Wash those dishes. You'll feel much better, and clean the clutter. Like even just doing the vacuum, cleaning a little bit. It makes it so that when your space around you feels good, it's a lot easier to tap into that feeling of, I guess, either productivity or feeling of like health, or just feeling better in general. And at the very least, I know this is kind of an excuse, even if you're procrastinating something like working on a homework assignment or working on a project, when you're doing something productive like cleaning the dishes, vacuuming, or cleaning your house, you feel like it's still a benefit. You feel like you're still doing something for a good reason. Then we go to the next one, which is very obvious for all of us, which is water. Now, unfortunately, I'm not sponsored by any videos or whatever, but I've seen a lot of people with these big water bottles, and a lot of my friends have them, a lot of my dancer pals, and so I got one too, and it's just so fun. Like, I don't know what it is, just when there's a big straw, it's just a lot easier to drink water during the day. When it's always there, sometimes you're just bored, just drink water. And yes, you do need to go to the washroom more, but you'll feel a lot more energized. And I don't know what it is. My body just feels more clean. So definitely hydration is key. Other one is, because there's less light, especially here in Canada, this is probably the time. I should do this the whole year, but when I do more supplements. So for example, vitamin D is something really big for me. Omega-3s and stuff. Personally, supplements and stuff, people talk about all this stuff. I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you what I take. Personally, I use vitamin D, omega-3, magnesium for muscle and sleeping, I believe, zinc as well for sleeping. or maybe I'm wrong about something. Zinc, sometimes vitamin B12, especially when I eat a lot less meat, and vitamin C. Or I'll just eat fruits. So those are the things that I would definitely recommend. Next, gratitude and journaling. I have this with me right here, which is I always find that when I'm happiest in life, it's when I'm thinking every day of things that I'm thankful for. So write down 3 things that you're thankful for. Can be anything. For example, today I wrote, I'm thankful for blue skies. I'm thankful for my wonderful students in my class. And I'm thankful that later tonight I'm going to go eat. I'm going to eat some delicious curry, and it's going to be an amazing time. But the point of all of this, especially when you're writing, so write 3 things you're thankful for, and maybe write one page of anything. You can journal about, it can be complete nonsense. The point of it is that clear writing is clear thinking. So the more that you write, even if the writing is junk in the beginning, as you keep writing, you'll start to realize what you are really thinking about. If you've ever done any sort of planning, you've probably experienced this before. When you first start brainstorming, all of the ideas are garbage. But as you keep going, you start to realize, hey, this is what's important. This is the idea that I was really thinking about. So try that. Try to write. I'm going to do the same thing. I have not been doing this for actually months, so I need to do it too. Try to write something like 1 page every day and see what happens to the way you think. Instead of having all this stuff in your brain, what am I doing next? Blah, 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 blah. What am I worried about? Blah, blah, blah. Instead of having it all in your brain, put it on the piece of paper. So instead of the worries being in your brain, it's all on the page. Try that. The next one is something that, this is actually the one that I'm probably working on that's new, kind of. It's have a project. Have like a goal and try to make it as definite as possible. Whether it's something monetary, like I'm going to make this much money, or I'm going to have this many subscribers, or I'm going to lose this many pounds, or I'm going to be able to lift this much weight or whatever. It doesn't really matter what it is, but I find that when you have goals in your life, it's just easier to measure. Like the goals are arbitrary, but it's easy to measure, or it's easy to feel progress. Like think about it this way. If you've ever played a video games are all imaginary. They don't exist. But we feel good because every time we play a video game, we're closer to leveling up. We're closer to the next level, the next stage, the next boss. And I find that in life, when we forget about that, when we forget about the goals, when we just, we're just making money for whatever reason, going to work or going to school, it's very easy to just lose sight of purpose. So that's what I would say. Try whatever it is in your life. Find projects that you can work on, and find projects that you can make a goal. It's almost, I don't want to say gamify your life, but in a way we are trying to level up, whatever that means. But how do you know if you're leveling up if you don't even know what the level is? So that's why goals, I think, especially for myself, before I only focused on systems, which is amazing. Systems are great for building habits. For example, every week I dance 4 times a week. Every week I go boxing 1 time a week. Beautiful for building habits, but I think systems and goals, they need to work together. Because if you just have good habits but no purpose, eventually you might feel, okay, I've been doing this for so long, but why? And so that's where goals come in. I really only started realizing this because I really only thought about this, doing more podcasts, doing more videos, making more content, when I booked a trip. So, every time I'm about to go on a trip somewhere, I suddenly get this moment of clarity. Like my whole life, there's a purpose. I need to save money for the trip. I need to work on my languages for the trip. I need to get healthy for the trip. And suddenly everything is clear. And I wonder, why can't we have this feeling all the time? Why can't we have this feeling in our daily life? So that's my last challenge, I guess, for you. And the final one, actually, the real final one is love yourself, but love yourself even when you're not doing anything. So for those of you who, like me, feel really bad when you're not productive, this is the hardest one. It could be meditation, could be just sitting alone in a room. But the question is, how can you just be good? I was talking to my therapist, and we worked on that a little bit today. Just saying, I'm good. Not good for this. Not good because I need to achieve this or do that. But just, I'm good. Try that. So that's all for today. And I hope everyone's doing well. Feel free to share this. Feel free to like, subscribe, hit the bell button if you're on YouTube. And I'll catch you next time, hopefully next week. And I'll see you later. That's JJ out.